All right. This time around, I'm more using using more geometrical shapes. This is a dodo. It's a dodo bird from many years ago, who also adapted in the Alice in Wonderland book. Infamously known for pretty stupid because their environment was no predatory animals or any risks are going on, so they went extinct, unfortunately. And the head is supposed to be a little bit bigger. little. Now I'm gonna add some rough shape. As usual, I repeat this multiple times, but everything is drawn in Blender. So the nose is right about here. Yep. See. Let me see how the beaks are look. Oh, they don't shape like a duck. Oh, let me try this. Actually, yeah, I'm always going back and forth, watching the looking. No, not watching. Looking at the reference images in Google. I'm using the smooth and iterations to adjust the smoothness when I'm drawing. The more higher is going to be much smoother, and the lower means there is no longer smooth. It's just going back to just a regular drawing without any smoothness or turn on. So. And I'm using this feature to make a drawing process more faster. All right, that looks good. I'm gonna use the sculpting tool, and this is the add-on called Grease Pencil Tool Wheel. And this is a free add-on, comes with the Blender. You can download this on the Blender extension in Preference. Use a pinch to grab. Okay. Let me move the fill layer. And using this as a cleanup. So the line layer and the fill layer is the default when you're starting a new 2D animation project. But instead of filling color, I'm cleaning up the drawings first. Mm. Hello. I'm Steve. I saw your earlier video about the menu extension and how do you only sculpt certain strokes. To sculpt the certain stroke is on the top left right here. There's a three options there's a three options you can actually select the certain strokes. For this one is so you're selecting the stroke points. And the second one is you're selecting a stroke. And the third one is only stroke that's selected between other strokes, but this is not, I never used this one before. The only one that I use is on the top left right here. It says selection mask, only sculpt selected strokes. And you can deselect everything by pressing Alt A and just hold down the control and right click and just drag the lasso tool like this. And you can select and now you selected a strokes, then I can able to sculpt. Like for this one, I'm using a grab tool. So now I can just now I'm only moving certain strokes that are selected. And you can always deselect them by hold down the Alt and press A like this. Is that help? Yeah, and yeah, and opening this grease pencil tool wheel, and I kind of removed some of the tools out. Yeah, let me show you how I did. Go to preference. I'll bring down the add-on in the grease pencil tool wheel here, and in the option right here, you can actually select some of the features to enable it, and you can or you can just hide them. So you can just select some sculpting brushes that you're really necessary to use. I mean, the tools that you're using the most. And why is it on weight pinning now? um, go back to draw mode. I really hope that helped. I like that, thank you. All right. And I'm currently drawing dodo bird, an ancient bird that extincted a long time ago, which also appears in Alice in Wonderland. And this is all drawn in Blender. It's all drawn in Blender Grease Pencil. And then, and I'm gonna try to draw as fast as I can. Connect your encode, okay. It's really strange that YouTube keep getting disconnected when doing when I started doing a dual streaming in Twitch and YouTube. Which is a small error. It's a small glitch. It doesn't seem to be happening right now. And it's been 25 minutes. Just checking on the stats. Okay. Mm, okay. Lock the line layers. Actually, I'm gonna just duplicate it. Just make everything fast. I'm honestly not the good artist who understands the anatomy when it comes to hand drawing kind of stuff. Maybe I should do some 3D sculpting for this channel. But for now, just drawing with grease pencil. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna add some more details here. Save rotation. Let me I'm gonna make it leg a little bit wider. Hide this here, go back to drawing. Let's start doing adding some color. Ink pen, solid fuel. Take the color from the internet. Yeah, by the way, the eyedropper tool, I can actually extract the colors from anywhere, like desktop, the internet, the web browser, all of that stuff. Is this color good? Yep. Mm, turn off offline. And let's see, maybe some bright bluish gray. I could have used the paint bucket tool, which is the fill tool right here, but I'm doing this for the stylistic reason. I'm just changing YouTube videos. So instead of so in Blender, in order to make a color, to create a new, and I'm thirsty. So inside of Blender, the way to make a new material for the lines and this fill color is in this material properties. But instead of just creating new one, I'm using this option here, using a color attribute. And the only downside is now it's not going to change to different color. Not going to change the color like the average, like these average materials. So once you apply this color, this is pretty much it. Drawing it on the back. I'm leaving some of the spaces here to just to make a highlight look. Make it look like a highlight. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. I'm getting a little nervous when I'm doing a streaming, but I don't want to just sit down and do nothing. So I decided to do. So that's why I decided to start doing the art streaming. And I want to change the color of the beak. Mm. I'll just leave it to this color. Shading a white color and just using a just darker red or darker brown for eyes. turn down the opacity, using this to make glass. I'm gonna add a shadow. This is just a pure black. I need to get start getting used to this tool. I made a tutorial about it, but I'm somehow forgetting it. Not a good sign. Go back to color. Hmm. All right, that looks fine. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna add some shadows in just a little. Mm. right? Yeah, I'm just adding a shadow on the certain parts like a costume and maybe solid some materials like a beak and a step here and this new staff. Yeah, maybe. Right? This is it. And time to create a time-lapse video. Change this to modifier property. Keyframe all of those. Let me turn down the opacity to 0 first, just leaving this rough drawing. Yeah, let me have a drink. Edit, no. Building a line. And then I'm gonna draw this for maybe 8 seconds. Uh, 6 seconds. I don't want this to go too long. Okay. Keyframe this and turn this down to 0.3. Keyframe on the cleanup and make it visible. Yeah. So the hotkey Q is to bring up the quick favorites. This is where you can save your modifiers or some features that you mostly use. So I saved my build modifier in quick favorites. So I'm gonna select it. And this only influence cleanup. All right. Draw this for a second. Looking good. Make color visible. Build, influence, color. For 7 seconds. Keyframe the shadow. Oh, this is gonna be really quick. Delete this to 508. Or this will only influence shadow. Draw this for 5 seconds and all right. Keyframe the line layer. Turn the opacity down to 0. finally see how it looks. Going to clean up after doing a rough drawing. And after I finish, I do coloring. And then I'm do shadow. All right, there we have it. This is the dodo bird that portrayed in Alice in Wonderland. Yeah, so yeah, there we have it. Tomorrow I'm gonna do more characters from the Alice Adventures in Wonderland. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and look for more characters I can draw. And after that I'm gonna try to do more characters from video games. So but that's for the future. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good day, everyone. Sleep well, and yeah, see you later.